islands of Samoa. Well, it is a pleasure to see everybody again today. Gosh, May is almost over, friends. It's pretty amazing. But aloha to all of you, and aloha and to all of the other languages of the Pacific. But that was only about 10 of them. We have many, many more. Okay. But my name is Victor, also known as Ukulele Dad and Dr. T sometimes. But it is a pleasure to be with all of you, and hope you're getting ready for the Memorial Day weekend. We could use a break. Also, we'll be talking about the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, which is coming to an end very soon. So again, we hope that you've had a good month and you're gearing up for the new one. But gosh, it's almost June, almost time for summer. Yeah, it's amazing. Well, let me see. Let us open up with one of our songs from the Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Okay. And this song is called Longo Te Pate from the movie Moana. So this is dedicated to all my friends in the San Bernardino City Schools, because I recently, I performed for their middle school students, for their first graders, and next week for the second and third graders. But everybody knows this song from Moana, everybody. So here we go. This is called Longo Te Pate. Listen to the beat of the drum from the island of Tokelau. And in Tokelau they say Ta'alofa also, just like Samoa. Well, it's very close to Samoa. So here we go. Lue, 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 lue. From the movie Moana. That kind of wakes you up in the afternoon. Yeah, this was a song we used to play regularly at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in the city of Lakewood, California. Amazing. But yes, we would always open up our restaurant in-person concert. Remember those? Yes, thank you so much. But we would also open up our in-person concert with that song many times. So, hey. But again, from the island of Tokelau. Amazing. This is by Opetaya Foiai and Olivia Foiai. And also Talanga Steve Sale. So again, a shout out to all of our friends from Tokelau. Well, let me see. We have a song now from the islands of Samoa. So, yeah, we might as well play a lot of these because the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month is ending soon. But don't worry, we will still keep playing some of these songs during the year because it's important, because the ukulele is an instrument from the island. Okay. All right. But this song is from the islands of Samoa, and to all of you out there, we say Talofa. So I was telling fellow musician Wilma, I think we did play this for a group of Samoans. They were visiting our office for a big function that we had, because I remember they started dancing. So that is a great tribute to your song, If the People Dance. Okay. But this is a song by Duke Ngaleai, and this is again a romantic song because the young man says hello to the young woman and comments on her beautiful voice. And then they go for a ride in the car. The car in Samoan is called the ta'avale, yeah. And they were listening to music, so you'll hear about Pese ole radio. Radio means radio in Samoan. Pese is a song or singing. But that is the story here. It also talks about the village of Fa'atongo. So talofa to all of our friends out there in Fa'atongo. But let me see, what else? I wanted to first share that there is a healthcare portion, a self-care portion of this program. But again, a great way to help yourself during these troubled times is to talk story, just like we're doing right now. So it's a good thing. Talk to other humans. You'll feel great. And then to express gratitude to others. So again, gratitude to Ma and Pa, who are from the islands of Samoa, and talofa to the people of Whangatongo. And I also wanted to announce I'm very grateful because Lakewood High School has its first, yes, #1, Pacific Islander head football coach. His name is Justin Utupo. Justin played for the Lakewood Lancers and then played for Notre Dame. You imagine that, the Fighting Irish, yes. So good for Justin. Congratulations. Glad you're coming home. So here we go. Here is our tune, everybody. All right. So here we go. How are you today? Do you remember me, baby? Can't you come out and play? Wale wale fa'alongo, sio leo manaya, tene sawia, se alofa maya, sao se ita, tia 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 lautava, tia tia tabale. Seita, tia 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 lautava, tia tabale, sao seita, reve vahaneyo. Manaya ole aso, uili a ole sami, tine se sawia, you're my only honey. Sao seita eve vatu, ifanga tomo. Tamai se fa'ali te fia, fa'alongolongo. Sao seita, tia 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 lautava, tia tia vale. Fa'alongolongo pese ole radio. Sao seita, tia 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 lautava, tia tia vale. Sao seita eve vahaneyo. Fa'afetai lava, friends. That means mahalo in Samoan. But thank you so much. Yeah, that song kind of gets you moving there too. All right, but thank you very much. Again, the name of the tune was Talofa Tene. So talofa means hello. Tine means girl. Okay, so talofa to everybody out there. Well, let me see. Our next tune, this is a song which I'd like to dedicate again. We just had the anniversary of the killing of George Floyd. So I'd like to dedicate this song to his family and friends and loved ones. Well, friends, I don't know if you read in the paper, but it was pretty bad again. It says, worker kills 8 at San Jose rail yard. So again, our sympathy to all of the families of these individuals, these victims. So I think more than ever before, everybody, our self-care tip is this. We need to help others. We need to come together and get to know our neighbors and help them, because just too much suffering right now, everybody. So keep working on that. That is our other self-care tip. Now let me address this allergy-ridden nose here. Okay, that's better. But this song was written by the late Bill Withers, who just passed this last year. So again, this is for all those, our friends out there, but also all of us, because we can lift up one another. All right. Sometime in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. If we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Mahalo, friends. Again, thank you so much. Lean on me. We all need friends to lean on, everybody. Well, a shout out, aloha to all of our friends out there on Facebook. Thanks for joining us today. And also our friends on Twitch. So I need to recognize our 2 newest followers. I wrote this down because sometimes it's hard to remember. Well, let me see. No, I didn't write it down, friends. So we'll do this next time. Yeah, they were both hard to pronounce. So anyway, we will pick that up again next time. But welcome to all of our new followers and our new subscribers again. We appreciate your support. All right, well, it is the time that I'm sure all of you have been waiting for out there, and again, this is for all of you ukulele players. But again, if you don't know how to play the ukulele, just do the strum syncing. That works just fine. Okay. But this song, I think this might have been the song we learned with our other group the other day, but we were playing some songs with our elementary school students out there in San Bernardino. Yeah, how about that? So this may have been one of them, but we'll see. But this song, again, is a song from the islands of Tahiti. And in Tahiti, we say Yorana, and all of the islands of French Polynesia. Yes, I hope you're doing well. But for this particular song, we're going to be doing some reflecting and some breathing. And then we're going to learn a few chords here. So everybody get out your instrument and let's get ready to go. If you have an invisible one, that is good too. But the first chord that we're going to learn, and the chord again is where we put our fingers. This is the C7 chord. So our first finger is on string number 4. So we have string 1, G, string 2, C, string 3 is E, and string 4 is A. Those are the names of the strings, okay? And F1, that is the first section of the ukulele where we put our fingers. Fret 1, fret 2, and fret 3. Sometimes fret 4, but not too much. We usually use these 3. So the C7 chord, again, first finger is on string 4. That is the string furthest from me. And here's the C7 chord. It goes like this. Yep, you can use your thumb or your fingers like this. Whatever works for you. And stop. All right, that is C7. And our next one is the F chord. So the F chord, we have our first finger on string 3, our second finger on string 1. We are on fret number 1, okay, and fret number 2. So fret number 1 and fret number 2. So here we go. First finger on string 3, second finger on string 1. That is the F chord. So here we go. Hey, you're sounding good. And stop. All right, we got one more here, and then we're going to play a song together. So this chord, we call it the triangle because it looks like one. But first finger on string 3, second finger on string 2, and third finger on string 4. All right, so let's form a triangle here. So first finger on string 3, second finger is on string 2, and third finger is on string 4. So here we go, the triangle. So our song goes like this: G7, C7, F. G7, C7, F. And we keep playing. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, and then C7, 2, 3, 4, 5. C7, and then F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so you are going to do it. Play a song. But before we do that, let's do some stretching and some breathing and some reflecting. So this week we've been reflecting on neighbors. So ask yourself, do I know my neighbors? They could be in your neighborhood, or they could be in your office at work, or wherever. So I guess the point is, as we do our best to reach out to our neighbors, we make a much better community, although it's a little tough with, again, doing it virtually and social distancing and so forth, but keep it up. You've done great so far. Things are looking much better in LA County. Wow, because we were bad for a while. So anyway, This is our time to get stretched. All right. And then do some nice deep breathing through your stomach. So breathe in and out and reflect on, do I know my neighbors? Breathe in and breathe out. How can I help my neighbors? And breathe in and all the way out. All right, you should be nice and relaxed and ready to play some music. Here we go. Start on the G7, C7, and then F. That's what we'll be doing here. 5, 6, here we go. G7, C7, F. One more time. G7, C7, F. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Here we go. Hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop. Telemate vakane. One more time. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Te manu pukarua, erua pukamanu. Here we go. Hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop. Telemate vakane. One more time. Hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop pop pop. Telemate vakane hata pop. Telemate vakane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, you did it. You played Te Manu Pukarua. So did you forget what that song means in Tahitian? So the manu is, again, the bird. And talofa to Jacob. Always a pleasure to see you. But again, the manu is a bird, okay? And Pukarua is the village in Tahiti. So this is a smart bird. He knows where all the fish are. So can you imagine all the fishermen following around there? It's too much. Okay. But what a smart bird, friends. So I was down at Seal Beach, California. That's where I like to do my surfing. Hey. So the other day I looked at the birds. I said, birds, do you know where the fish are? And they gave me that dumb human look. You know how the animals do that kind of, ooh. So anyway, what are you going to do, friends? Hey. Well, let me see. We have a tune now in keeping with our traditions of the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in May. I hope all of you remember that because I've been talking about it a lot. But we are going to sing for you a song from the Philippines, yes, called Dahil Sa'yo, one of the famous songs, because the First Lady of the Philippines used to sing it, Imelda Marcos. Beautiful voice. Wow. Fantastic. But again, a shout out to all of my Filipino friends. I have a lot. I'm going to forget some, but again, aloha to Alvi, Wilfredo, Aida, Merly, Cynthia, and Kay Howe. So we hope all of you are doing well out there. But again, this is a song. I will first sing it in the Tagalog language, and then you'll have another verse there in English. So I think you will get the idea here. Okay. All right. Because of You, it is called. Nat King Cole even sang this too. Dahil sa'yo, nais ko mabuhay. Dahil sa'yo, hanggang mamatay. mong tan tuwing wala nang ipangiliw, puso ko'y tanawin, ikaw at ikawin. Dahil sa'yo ako'y lumigaya, pagmamahal ay alayan ka. Kung tunay mang ako ay alipin mo, ang lahat ng ito'y dahil sa'yo. Because of you, there's a joy in living. Because of you, life is heavenly. I never lived before, never felt a single thrill before. My heart stood still before, darling, I'm in ecstasy. Because of you, love is sweet and tender, and this my love I will offer you. If you will care for me, all the things to you I will be. My heart is ever true, dahil sa'yo. My heart is ever true, dahil sa'yo. Mahalo, friends. Again, dahil sa'yo, from the islands of the Philippines. It is an island, you know. Oh, aloha to Deborah. Thank you so much for participating. Deborah is another educator like me, so it's good to hear from you. And Jacob, when I first saw Harrington come up, I thought it was my friend John Harrington, the talented guitarist. But it's good to see you too, Jacob. Yep, how are you out there, John? Are you still playing? So, talk story for you. John and I, we worked at Self Alternative High School in the Irvine Unified School District, friends. Now they've moved and they changed the name. It's called Creekside. But this was an interesting school, friends. And again, a shout out to all my students, because at this school, they had everybody there who had been expelled, who was on probation, who was truant, who had some troubles. But these are not troubles, friends. We call this the at-promise students. Yes, they can do it. And they were smart, friends. One of my smartest students, he was good at hacking. Yes, hacking, even back in those days. Let me see, I was there in the early 90s, yeah. So, one time a student had hacked into the computer lab. Those were the days when we had a big lab there. I don't know how many of those they have anymore. So the student, he hacked in, and my friend John Harrington, who was the teacher, he came running and says, Victor, come here. I said, what's happening, John? You could see some colorful metaphors, that's bad words, going across the screensaver on all of the computers. So again, we had to bring him in, and unfortunately I had to send him home on suspension. But I said, young man, I want to say something before I send you home on suspension. He said, oh. He thought I was going to yell at him, but I said, no, I wanted to say you, sir, are a genius. How could you do that? Have you considered using your talent in a good way? We need you on the good side. Well, he never had. He just liked doing things the bad way. But I'm sad to say that he was in and out of juvenile hall. He had a problem with drugs. It was just really hard for him to sustain. But I hope you're doing okay out there, my friend. I really do, because you are smart. No doubt about it. All right, well, that was my long talk story there. Yep, sometimes on the island we have to talk story. It's important. Now, I've got one more tune for you today, and again, we are finishing up the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, so I've got to share a little bit of some more stuff with you. But the thing I think about with Dahil Sayo is that another self-care tip is listening to, playing, and singing music helps us, doesn't it? Yes, it really does help us a lot. All right. So our last self-care tip is exercise and nutrition. So again, don't get too carried away with your goals on this. Just do your best to do your best. And as we always say, just get out there and start moving. Yeah, all right. Even dancing is good. But that is our other self-care tip. I don't suggest you do this, but this morning I ran 2.4 miles on an all-weather track, because some of you know I'm recovering from my knee surgery. So my doctor said, yes, you can run on an all-weather track. So again, I'm up to 2.4 miles. That's 13 laps on this track, because it's not quite as big as a regular track, but beautiful track in Liberty Park there in the city of Cerritos. So I recommend it if you're in Cerritos, California area. But that's what I do, and I'll tell you, my brain felt better, I felt better. I also felt the endorphins, which is the natural drug that the body gives out, makes you feel good. And I also was tired. Yeah, I kept falling asleep when I got home. So that's the nice thing of being retired. You can go home and sleep. But yeah, I usually had to go to work and sleep in the boss's meetings. All right. But yeah, don't run that far, but just do some walking. Now, again, we want to dedicate this last tune to the countries of Asia. And these are just a few of them. There are many others, but as you can see, we have Cambodia and China. We have India, Indonesia. We have Japan, Korea, Laos, Malaysia, the Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand, and Vietnam. So friends, I can say I have a friend from all of these places. I can't always remember their name, but well, let me see. From the country of Laos is my good friend, Mr. Prani. Aloha to you, Prani. And from Cambodia, I have many friends, but let me see. How about my friend Sakom? How are you, Sakom? Aloha. And from Taiwan, my friend Wilma. Aloha to you, Wilma. So again, these are the countries of Asia, but there are more. But these are just some of them. Now, on the Pacific Islands, we have 3 island groups. They are called Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. But these are some of the, again, the islands of the Pacific. You can see we have Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Guam, the Northern Marianas Islands, the Marshall Islands, American Samoa, Hawaii, New Zealand, Tahiti, Samoa, and Tonga. So yep, a lot of islands, and there's more too. But as I think about all the islands and all of the countries and all of the places out there in the world, would you agree this is a small world? So this is our final song here. Here we go. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears, a world of hope and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. is a small world. And aloha to Dang Lamb. Thanks for joining us. Well, friends, again, thank you for coming. And to our new followers, I'll get you on our next broadcast, which will be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And that'll be, we'll dedicate some songs to Memorial Day, plus kind of finish out our Asian and Pacific Islander month on Saturday. So again, come join us. And 2 p.m. Pacific time, Saturday. We will be on Facebook only on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so that's only on Facebook. And this is our school talk story with Dr. T. So we'll tell some more talk story items about education. It's fantastic. And then on Thursday on this channel, Twitch and Facebook, we will be here at 12 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday. So we hope to see everybody. And again, do me a favor, take some aloha out there to the people. We can do it because lava really helps. Remember, lava means aloha or love. Also means goodbye in this case. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from Guam and the Marianas Islands. Alua from the Kingdom of Tonga. Airera from the Cook Islands. Airera from New Zealand. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Meikun from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from the islands of Samoa. Again, thanks so much for coming. Aloha.